Namaste, great morning. Hello, everyone. Well, I thought that I would do a reading this morning on Trump because it seems like his tweets are getting more and more erratic. So I wanted to do a reading on his mental health. Um, what came up, of course, the first spin was on healing and compassion. So that's telling me right away he's a pretty sick puppy. Okay, he's out there. Okay, so the foundation of things are, what's being sensed under the surface is that he's starting to feel that loss of freedom, that there's this sadness because he's losing his power, his empowerment. He feels like it's slipping, okay? And this, he's got that overshadowing thing with Russia and all of the powers, energies, things he had. There is this judgment that's on the way, okay? And he's hoping that he can go to escape it, but it's becoming a very painful, may become a painful end. But still, in the midst of this, he's under this illusion that he can draw this stuff to him and create his fantasy. His fantasy realm of all his nonsense he's got going. So on one hand, he's feeling this pressure, and we'll see this continue through the reading. On the other hand, he's still under this illusion and delusion that he can control all of this stuff. Okay, because here we have, at the start, no discernment. I don't see, I don't hear, I don't speak anything other than what I want in my fantasy land, where I have all my money and I have all my things and it's pie in the sky, and I can just go out there fearlessly, and that kind of reminds me of how he is with his chin jutted out all the time, in absolute delusion, okay, that he can put out his drama and that people are just supposed to believe it. Whatever he says, he thinks that he can just go out there, jut his chin out like he does, and he sits there when you always see him, and he'd continue to create this fantasy that I'm all powerful, I've got all this money, I'm in control. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, you don't know anything. But the harmony, the peace is getting overturned where he's at, but he's still in that commitment. I mean, absolutely just focused on the drama. But things are falling apart. The people he gathered together in his thing are falling apart. They're coming apart at the seams. The abundance that he has, things are getting turned on its ear with that. He sees that there's this message coming, and people that he put around himself that he thought were friends have become like thieves, taking, all the information that happened, like on the plane and what was happening in those meetings, and giving them to Mueller, and he's becoming ill over it. Oh, this is what's going on in the White House, what's going on in the House, and he's out there for a surprise. A surprise is going to take place with him. It's going to come basically unawares. Again, this change is in the midst of these changes taking place, and all these people that have been in the past are coming together, to reveal what's there. And he's still trying to gather together all these things that he's got going with Russia, trying to claim this victory, and I'm all powerful. But at night he's there in absolute, this stuff is preying on him. Of course he doesn't want to put it out there, but that's what's going on. He's lost his peace. It's upended. It's only a matter of time, only a matter of time that his freedom is taken away. The free spirit is there, and we've got the two of these, of all the eagles flying, and I take that to be the Mueller investigation. They're up there with the eagle eyes, looking at everything, okay? And this power, all this stuff he thought he had, and all this brilliance he thinks he has, and all this compassion, all these things that he wants to project that he's got, are not working, okay? While the door is open now, he's feeling like, again, that door is shutting, okay? And he's going to try to sneak away with what he can, and he is just, he's not giving anything for anybody other than himself. But bottom line, again, he's trying to project these images of, I'm powerful and I've got all this, but really these things are weighing on him, and that's why he's tweeting, and he's really becoming unhinged. He really shows that he is very, very unbalanced. Again, he keeps trying to project one thing, but under the scenes, all this other stuff is working. And like I said, he comes like, especially the section where, people are taking this information to Mueller. Okay, like thieves. He thinks they're thieves. They've stolen this. They were there. They're supposed to be loyal. They're not loyal. And now he's coming to the point of illness. He needs a doctor. He really seriously needs a doctor. Okay, and because this is what's going on in the White House. And he knows that there is a surprise. The net is closing. There's a surprise coming for him. And while he continues to try to project this thing of confidence, and I'm going to win the battle, and he's still trying to gather and hold whatever he can hold, his possessions in his arms, really at night he's feeling it. But again, in the next second, he's bouncing back and forth, almost like bipolar. Almost like bipolar. 1 second he's there and he's trying to draw this fantasy. And in the next second, see that this energy of judgment and things are on their way. And he's feeling like, I want to escape, and this end is coming. So, I mean, he's losing his empowerment, okay? He's sad. He says possible loss of freedom. These things are closing in on him. They're closing in on him. Russia is overshadowing him with all this nonsense, that is going on under the scenes with Russia, So, bottom line, he's a very sick puppy. We'll just leave it at that. Like very, almost schizophrenic, bipolar. Again, he's got that narcissistic delusion, and he's really delusional with what's going on. you know, and the stress is really getting to him because his tweets are becoming more and more and more erratic. So he's losing it, basically. His mental health is right out the window. You know, when all this stuff started, I said I could see him dragging him out in a straitjacket, drooling on himself. I mean, really, he's headed for a really, I think he's really headed for a huge mental breakdown. He really needs healing, okay? Really needs some healing and some intervention because, yeah, he's a very, very sick puppy. So, namaste, everyone. Have a great day. And things continue with the investigation. So, thank you for tuning in.